your idea is, no matter how sound, most of us around this part of the world are very good at generating very sound ideas. I've met youths, a lot of youths in my short while in mentoring people. I've met a lot of youths that come up with very, very brilliant ideas. It's one thing to actually generate these ideas. It's one thing to have these ideas on paper. It's another thing to have the appetite to get involved in seeing this idea become materiality. No matter how strong your idea is, it could look very profitable on paper. It could look very profitable in terms of analysis. But if you don't take that first step, if you don't encourage yourself, if you don't stretch yourself beyond what you know and the limits you have, and step into the unknown, see, facts remains that what we call breakthrough today is actually someone stepping out of his boundaries.
Yeah.
People try to do things that normally others won't do. Today, we're talking about the guy that climbed a tall building to rescue a child in France. How many of us know that story? Very well. The guy automatically got a diplomatic citizenship for France, and he was privileged to meet the president of France. What was the beginning of all this? Risk. He was able to do something that everybody around there was standing and watching and wailing and screaming and shouting. But he took the lead. He took the step. He scaled that wall. Practically looked impossible. And that's the way your business idea will look. A lot of times when you say what you want to do, people are bound to laugh at you. If your ideas don't generate sarcasm for you, then that idea is not big enough. If your idea looks too real and too realistic, then you need to go back to the drawing board. Because ideas, the past 3 days, I've been doing studies about disruptive thinking. What is disruptive thinking? Disruptive thinking is imaginations that change the course of the way people think. That brings a disruption to the pattern of behavior of people. A lot of people say, no, this is the way we do things. Yes, this is the way we do things. But if you are going to be a leader, if you are going to be a pace setter, when they say someone is a pace setter, if they say someone is a trailblazer, it means that he's ahead. You can't be behind and be a trailblazer. It means you have to be ahead. You can't be a pace setter. Most pace setters enter places where there's no path. That means you have to forge your own path. A lot of times, we are the first. We are the leaders. Most times, there's no one to guide you in your idea, because your idea has never been done before. But the fact that it has never been done before doesn't mean that it cannot be done. See, risk is what drives our lives. People that have brought us to where we are in terms of technology today are people that took risk. Trying to look at the circumstances and told themselves, look, I can delve into. Nobody catches a big fish on the seashore. If you're going to catch big fishes, you must be ready to face the uncertainties of deep waters. And there, you are not sure. The storms will hit you. The winds will blow against you. But you should be ready, because you are looking for one thing, a goal, a target, the big fish. If you're going to stay at the securities of the seashore, then you should be ready to catch crayfish. It's as simple as that. So the truth is that most years, we should be ready to say, look, I have 10,000 naira in my account. I want to close my account for the sake of my idea. When was the last time, for the sake of what you carry, you took a free fall? And said, let me fail, and let me fail forward. Failure is something that adds to your experience. There's nobody in our world today that has brought about a breakthrough without failure. So why are you so scared to draw blood? Why are you so scared to fail? It's easier for you to fail now that you're still small. It's easy for me to fall from this point as I'm standing here just meters away from the ground. When I fall, I won't break a leg. But you can imagine if I've grown to become a 10-story building, and at that point I decide to fall, or I make the mistake and I fall. It will be a big fall. So right now, it's good for me to begin to take all the risks that I can take. I like referring to the Bible, not because I want to sound religious or any way, But because I believe that the Bible is a complete book, he said it is good for a man to bear the yoke while he is young. So now that you can still lose 10,000, lose the 10,000s. Lose the 10,000s and lose the 5,000s. Lose the 20,000s and the 100,000s. Because a time is going to come when the millions begin to roll in, you won't be able to afford to lose money unnecessarily. Now, I want to say this quickly, that life itself is a risk. Life is a risk. And I read a story in the Bible somewhere where two lepers told themselves, they said, look, there's famine in the land, there's enemies outside. If we go outside, the enemies will kill us. But if we go back inside, hunger will kill us. They told themselves, all die, now die. At least it is better if we go to where the enemy is. Peradventure, they won't kill us, we will have food to eat. So they decide to fail forward. They decide to take the risk towards the place where they know that their success will count for something. And that day, God decided to magnify their footsteps for them. And today, it's a story that we all look at and we learn a lot of lessons from it. God himself is a risk taker. The day he sent Jesus to come and die in the world, nobody wrote an undertaking of son and then going with him. And if you send your son to the world, I will give my life to him. How many of you did that? Till today, some people still have not given their life to him, right?
Yeah.
It's their choice. Because he took the risk. He knew what he was doing. He took risks. So if God Almighty is a risk taker, I will not sit down and say, no, I don't like risk. My brother, you don't like risk. That is why you are living on salary. That is why month after month, you live from hand to mouth. People that break through, people that achieve great things, count the top 10 richest people in the world and show me one of them that is not a risk taker. Show me one of them that is an employee somewhere. No. Every one of them has altered the course of time. Risk is the oil that drives your desire towards achieving your life's goal. No matter how well you want to plan, you need to ask yourself, what are the risks that I have to take? See, I've been in business for over 10 years. I have failed a lot. I have failed in business for more than 5 times. Failed to the point that I was virtually begging for 1,000 naira to feed my family. But today, those 10 years of failure adds to my amount of experience that I'm sharing with you today. Today, big organizations call me and say, sit down, let's talk. I have companies that I sit down with and I speak with, I talk with, and they pay me per hour. That's the level of experience I carry. Initially, it may look like they are hurts, they are pains, they are injuries I carry. But today, they've become an item of trade for me. I carry these risks, and I look at them, and I smile. So, if you bring any item of risks to me today, I will look at the risk and I will smile. That is the point every young man should get to. Everybody should take risk. The only difference is that our appetite for risk may be different. Yours may be at 10%, but you should work on it to grow it to 20. If yours are 20, you should grow to it to grow it to 50. Because the truth is that the currency you bargain, you used to bargain in the place of business, is actually called risk. Thank you very much.